I am going to show you how to make 3 high-end looking headboards using supplies from Dollar Tree. The base of this headboard is a tri-fold project display board. You're going to start by flipping it over so the white side is facing down. On the back, I am using 2 paint sticks and I'm going to hot glue them over the creases. This is going to give us one rigid piece of cardboard that's going to make a great starter point for these headboards. So first up, I grabbed a really lightweight towel. This came in the summer section. These work as towels or blankets, and it's got a beautiful pattern on it. So I've ironed out all the creases, laying it flat on my table, and I'm going to put the piece of cardboard over the top, and then just fold it around the sides and hot glue it in place. This is a really beautiful kind of beachy look. These towels come in lots of different patterns, so you could pick one that works really well for your space. This next headboard uses peel and stick wallpaper tiles from Dollar Tree. This is a newer product and there's a ton of ways you can use this. So I purchased 8 of these in this beautiful metallic pattern. This wallpaper comes in a lot of different patterns. You can pick one that fits your taste. And I laid them all out again on that trifold board, made sure that the patterns matched up. And then on the back, you just kind of fold off one corner, place the adhesive side down, and then slowly peel off the backing and push it down with your hands so you're not getting any bubbles. I love that the patterns line up perfectly on these, so when it's all finished, it really looks like one solid piece. To finish off the edges, I am just folding that wallpaper over so the edges don't look rough. It actually looks finished on the edge. Hang these up on a wall with some command strips, and you've got a lightweight, really stunning, kind of modern looking headboard. The third headboard is using shelf liner. Dollar Tree has these rolls of shelf liner in a ton of different patterns. So I picked up 2 rolls, and that was more than enough to cover this cardboard. So starting with the trifold board as a base, I am just going to unroll one piece or one roll of the shelf liner onto the cardboard. Push it down really well. Make sure you go slow so you're not getting any air bubbles and it's lining up along the top and the sides. Using a second roll before peeling off the back, I want to line up all these flowers so it looks like one continuous piece. Once I know I've got it in the right place, I can start to peel off the back and push down that shelf liner all the way across the cardboard. For the back of this one, I am going to fold the remaining adhesive over the back so the edges look nice and finished. This is really easy to hang with command strips on a wall. They remove cleanly. They don't leave any marks. Really lightweight. Again, this is great if you are a renter or if you just want something temporary. So there are 3 ways to make a headboard using Dollar Tree supplies. These are really easy to do, really inexpensive. I hope it's inspired you to try a new headboard for your room. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
What we did was I went ahead and used some cardboard, used a template that I had printed out and used it to trace out a hexagon. Then what I did was I used the sharp knife to cut out the cardboard. Next, I grabbed an old foam pad I had and also used the exact same template of the cardboard to trim that and cut it out. Once I had the cardboard and the foam separated, I used some regular old wood glue, put it down on the cardboard, and then glued the foam to it. It only takes about 20 minutes and it's together. The next step I did was I went ahead and grabbed some fabric. Now you can get multiple colors of fabric, really simple to do. Once these pieces are glued together, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay the fabric out just like this, and what you'll do is turn it around with the foam down and the cardboard up. Start at the top, pull your fabric over, and just grab a stapler. Now this is only 1/2 inch size staples, and you can just put it in there and it holds it in place just like that. Next, take the bottom, fold it over, and pull it kind of tight. Once you get it tight on there, then what you can do is take the stapler again, put it on there, just a couple of staples. Now, when it comes to the sides, what you're going to do is you're folding it like you're wrapping a gift. Put that side over just like that. A few staples. It's okay if the back doesn't look as pretty as you want it to. that'll be taken care of. Let's go ahead and turn this around. Do the same over here. I like to make sure any staples I put go through the fabric and through any fabric that's on the bottom. Now, you're more than welcome to trim any of this off, but what you get on the other side is you get your hexagon covered in fabric. You may even want to make a few half pieces like this. So what's going to happen is we're going to make as many of these as we need for our project, and when we come back, I'll show you the final project. And there it is, our final project. I wanted to make a cool headboard for my son for his new room. What I did was I took all the hexagons and on the back went ahead and used a paint stick and stapled through them to hold them together. He loves it and it just brightens up the room. So I'm going to lay this all out like this, just like that. Now this is going to hang over, but we'll take care of that later. And what I did was I went ahead and already pre-cut the wood that I needed. 60 inches wide and 34 inches tall. That way I was able to use one 8-foot piece of board to do two sides. So the first thing we're going to do is take our wood that we've already pre-cut. We're going to lay out the frame just like this. And we've got to secure these. You can use any kind of stapler. I have an air stapler, so I'm going to use that. And I just put them inside just like this. 3 of them will do fine, just like that. It's going to work just fine. Now that we've got the frame attached, we want to give it a little bit of strength. So definitely what you can use, just some regular stir sticks or paint sticks. Put those at a 45-degree angle, and again, just staple them on there. That's going to give you the support that you need. Now that we got the frame done, all we got to do is take our blanket and we're going to wrap it around the frame and give it staples up and down, holding it in place. You want to make sure that you are as straight as possible with the design on the fabric. There's a little bit extra along the top and the bottom, which is fine, because what we're going to do then is we're going to cut that extra off. So we'll just keep stapling, and it doesn't have to be a lot of staples because you're not pulling at this. This is going to be a design that we're going to put on the wall. Now that we've done the top and one of the sides, go to the other side and we're going to flip that over and go ahead and staple that too. Okay, so what I've done now is flip this around because we got the top and the 2 sides, and this is the bottom, or it can be the top, it's up to you. There's extra here, so all it takes is a pair of scissors just to cut that extra off. Remember, this is going to be behind against the wall. Doesn't have to be the most perfect cut, just as long as we got enough to staple. So we'll go ahead and just cut this off, and then what we'll do is we'll staple it all the way across the top. Then it'll be ready for fasteners. Okay, now that we've got it all stapled, it's really strong. What we're going to do on the final is go ahead and put a wood frame around it. Then we'll put some hangers on it and we'll come back and show you the final product. So here it is, our final project. I think it turned out just great. The colors exactly matched what we want, and it looks great as a headboard. You can use it as a small art piece. Any kind of blanket or rug framed is going to look good. And we're glad you joined us this time. We can't wait to see you again on Home Talk.